stories. I want as many stories as we can share with people.
Yes, absolutely. So, the first nail is a construction worker who in South Korea, he went to the emergency room with a headache or wherever he went, and they took an x-ray and they said, hello. And they said, where did you get this 4-inch nail straight through his forehead? And he thought, well, maybe like the best he could remember was that 4 years earlier, he was on a job site and he was working with his nail gun and it jammed. So he looked at his nail gun and felt a puff of air and he's like, whatever, goes back to work. End of story. 4 years later, they find this nail in his forehead. I think that a nail through your skull counts as tissue damage, but he had no pain. That's story number one. Story number two, also a construction worker. We can learn so much from them. So this guy was walking on the job site.
Because they have access to a lot of nails.
Yes. And he stepped on a nail, and the nail went all the way through his boot and all the way out the top of his boot, and he was screaming in pain. And so they took him very carefully to the hospital. They took the boot off so carefully because they didn't know the extent of nerve or blood vessel damage. You know what they found? Not even a scratch, because the nail went right between two toes. Was his pain real?
Yes.
A little more confidently. All pain is real
All pain is real.
based on the level of real or perceived threat.
So basically, like he would be example that somebody would say this was in your head, right? Like because there was no, it was really his perception, that perception of the threat. But when you say the pain is real because you put it on the functional MRI and all whatever lights up in the brain indicating it's pain will light up.